Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Recovery Classroom. My name is Drew, and I'm an alcoholic. And today, by the grace of God, I'm a recovering alcoholic, and I couldn't be any more grateful. I want to encourage you to come on down to Crosstalk Tuesday tonight. If you're local to the Huntington, West Virginia area, we'll be having our Crosstalk Tuesday tonight at 7 o'clock. 5747 East Pea Ridge Road in Huntington. It's at Pea Ridge United Methodist Church. Always a great time sitting around in a big room with a bunch of like-minded drunks and drug addicts, all who share a common goal, which is to make it to the end of our day drawing a sober breath. Plus, you'll be able to wish our very own Honey Bun, Deborah B., a happy birthday. Today, she celebrates 29 years, her 29th birthday. I'm so going to get my ass kicked for this. You'll be able to come on down and wish Deborah a happy birthday and just have a hell of a good time with us tonight at Crosstalk Tuesday at 7 o'clock. Plus, you'll be able to see me get the shit kicked out of me. I want to talk today about what we prioritize and why it's important that we prioritize. There's a great saying in the room that whatever you put in front of your sobriety, you will lose. If I called my kids right now and said, hey, what's the most important thing in my life? My kids will tell you, my wife will tell you, my dogs will tell you. My sobriety is the number one most important thing in my life, period. Nothing else comes in front of it. Not my kids, not my dogs, not my wife, nothing. My sobriety is the most important thing. And because I have to prioritize that, because whatever I prioritize in front of my sobriety, well, I lose my sobriety. And once I lose my sobriety, I'm going to lose everything else after that. And that's where that saying comes from. You know, I remember this. Let me. I don't want to get too far off topic here, but this is like my first election year, presidential election year anyway, that I'll be sober. And I remember, the last election, the election before that, and all the other election years, man, I'd get pissed off at something somebody said on their campaign trail. A candidate would be on the campaign trail and they'd say something. And I'd get so pissed off and bent out of shape, so upset and so mad that, hell, I'd go off and drink. I'd get pissed off and upset over something somebody said on Facebook. Holy shit. I used to get so bent out of shape. Thank God for the 12 Steps of Alcoholics Anonymous, because I don't have to worry about getting pissed off over something somebody says on Facebook. At the end of the day, it's easy for us to get distracted by disagreements, by arguments, by debates. It's easy for us to get distracted. And all of a sudden, next thing you know, I'm more interested in being a right fighter than I am being sober. Next thing you know, I've put something in front of my sobriety rather than keeping my sobriety front and center. One of the great things I love about our group, myself, Josh, Eric, Adrinda, man, we spent, at least 7 hours a week with each other. We all the four of us came from very diverse backgrounds. I can't tell you how diverse. Josh was a great example. Like I said the other day, he would tell you exactly what he thought, whether you wanted to know it or not, whether you agreed with it or not. He told you exactly what he thought, and he told you honestly and sincerely, and he could also do so while making you laugh. And you could disagree with Josh, and he'd be like, "Okay, well, that you're allowed to disagree." He didn't get wrapped up in trying to convince you that he was right, and that's still a character. I'm going to be honest, that's still a character defect that I myself have sometimes, and I have to check myself. There are so many opportunities throughout our day, whether we have a disagreement with somebody, whether somebody posts something on Facebook that I don't agree with. It doesn't matter. Hey, ask yourself, does it matter that so-and-so believes this about maybe a particular idea or a philosophy or even an election? Does it really matter? No, it doesn't, because what should matter most is my sobriety. Now, I 100% again, I love the fact that all of us, the four of us, came from very diverse backgrounds. We never agreed on every single thing. I wouldn't expect us to, because after all, that's what makes us unique. That's what makes us individual. Sure, we'd sit around and have great, good old-fashioned debate and conversation and discussion about certain things, about the differences, but we embraced our differences. We didn't become distracted with our differences. We didn't become distracted with our disagreements. Hell, we used those disagreements and we used those debates to further make us stronger together as a unit. And especially in recovery, you're going to have disagreements with people in recovery. That was a big shock to me. The first time that I realized I disagreed with somebody within the recovery community, it was like, And it's like, holy shit, wait a minute. Whoa, wait a minute. I mean, come on. After all, aren't we a bunch of drunks and drug addicts? You think that a bunch of drunks and drug addicts are all going to come together and agree on everything? Fuck no. Hell no. But I remember it was a big shock for me. And, come to find out, as I grew in my own personal recovery, I came to realize the things that I hold near and dear, and the things I disagree with. I came to realize those things. But nothing is more important to me. Nothing is more near and dear to me than my sobriety, right? So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if I agree with this person or disagree with that person. It doesn't matter if we're talking politics or religion or philosophy or whatever. What matters is that I'm fucking sober and that I help you stay sober. I'm able to set aside our differences. I'm able to set aside for another conversation at another date and help you through whatever problems you may be going through at that particular moment. Because after all, isn't your sobriety just as important? For me, at the end of the day, sobriety is the single most important thing. Going back to that original saying, whatever we put in front of our sobriety, we're going to lose. Because once our sobriety becomes secondary or third or fourth on that list, next thing you know, that sobriety ends up falling off the list. And we just fall off the sobriety wagon, right? And next thing you know, we lose everything behind us. So we have to keep our sobriety first. It's easy to get distracted. I've said this 1,000 times. Our alcohol, our addiction, it has nothing else to focus on other than us. Whereas we have jobs, lives, kids, responsibilities, opinions, philosophies. We have all these other things that is so easy to get us distracted. Whereas our addiction only has us to focus on. It can give us its undivided attention. We can't. And it's harder for us, I should say. And that's why we have to stay focused on our sobriety, because it's so much easier for us to get distracted than our addiction. So with that being said, I'll let you guys go. I hope you guys have an absolutely kick-ass Tuesday. I appreciate you guys letting me come in and share 5 to 10 minutes of your day with you. You guys absolutely keep me sober, and I could not be any more appreciative. Again, we have our Crosstalk Tuesday meeting tonight at 7 o'clock at 5747 East Pea Ridge Road in Huntington. It's at Pea Ridge United Methodist Church. Come on down and wish Honeybun a very happy 29th birthday. So we'll be talking again soon. Remember, guys, you can't get drunk if you don't take that first drink.